they've been doing with pandas. And I actually think this might be the future of all animals within zoos, because of that level of care it guarantees wherever they go. I'm sure we've all seen some animals in some zoos at some point they were a little bit concerned with. I thought, is that the full best way to keep it? It's systems like this that China's come up with that guarantees that top level of care, and they design, of course, what needs to be done. I personally see that being the future of all animals. While we're here as well, before we head on in, I do like pointing out this little model here. It is a model. I don't know why they made it look so real, but this here is a little panda cub 1 week before birth. Now keep in mind, we've been in the stomach from 87 days up to about 185 days. Quite a while in there. Not a whole lot happens. Now, of course, when you're trying to get an ultrasound done on mum, and we do train mum to keep pretty still. She's pretty good, but still, it's very hard to see a little jelly bean like that. So, I'm sure you've all heard panda pregnancies, a very, very difficult thing to achieve. One of the things that makes it extra hard is, regardless of how well the attempt or went, she's going to go into a pseudo-pregnancy. So she's going to act pregnant for the next 6 months sort of thing. So we don't know whether or not it's been successful or not, but of course we spend the next 6 months waiting on her, hand and foot, as she deserves. But of course, unfortunately, in this situation, each time in our zoo, it's turned around 6 months later and it's been about, gotcha. I make light of it, but I will say it is a bit of an emotional time for her as well. She actually goes ahead and hormones change. She really goes through the pseudo-pregnancy. She even adopts a soft toy, or last year was just a Kong, which she essentially treats as her new baby for that time period. And when she clicks that she's not pregnant, she gives it back, and she's about a week of sadness where she realises she's not a mum. So it is a sad sort of moment each year, but I'm not going to say we're not going to try again, and maybe one day she will have a little baby in her arms.
These guys have been hunting for 1 million years, so you're not food. There's no instinct to look at you as food, but they're still a bear, so they've got their so they can defend themselves if they have to. But they're a bear, they're big, they're strong, so they've got no natural predators. No animal in its right mind would take on an adult panda in the forest. So they don't have to hunt for food, they don't have to fight to survive. So in the forest, live and let live. I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone. So they're a very laid back, big bear.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
And of course on paper, bear, claws, teeth, the weight, they're all up there. These guys are top of the list. But it's pretty cool to see the people shatter those notions when you see them interact. They can't go in there with them, unfortunately. There's always a chance that a panda could just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and have a bad day. But For actual training interactions, a lot of it happens between mesh, like this door here. Smells. In fact, if you've ever got any old cheap cologne, hey, with Christmas coming up, you get a gift that you don't want, bring that old cheap cologne into the zoo. We will use it for pandas, tigers, any animal with a great sense of smell. Love cheap colognes, things like that. The pandas in particular will just roll in. So yes, I take that back, I have seen them roll. When you spray cologne on the ground, you'll watch them roll and spin in it. They absolutely love it. And it's always the cheaper and nastier the better. that incredible? If anyone's touched bamboo, like, you realise that the skin's not like a banana peel that just falls away. It's very much like a part of the fibres. So the fact that they're using those giant canines back there
It's like they're
to still
obsessed with it. It's like
to
getting
get rid
to
of that skin with such fine precision.
Yeah.
Why would they need to rip that outside bit off?
Again, it's an odd one. Considering their digestive system hasn't changed to eat the inside, it's weird that they have made the conscious decision that the outside's definitely not for them.